May govannen niblings. Let's play LotRO, episode 11. So it's a foggy day today in Delving. There aren't any visible clouds in the sky, but the sky is quite gray, and the light is a little dimmer than it usually is. So I realized before I head on to Tuckborough that there's one quest that I'm missing.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
So, Keeper Foxtail here wants me to head over to Tuckborough and get a particular document. So, it's easy enough to do. Now, this building here is the Matham House. And this is where the Matham Society is based. And I've mentioned them before. They're the reputation faction of the Shire. And I told you I would explain more about them eventually.
What do you need?
Basically, reputation factions give you access to certain items that you can't get otherwise if you don't have reputation with that society. So, for example, this guy sells some cooking recipes. Although these actually are Matham Society reputation items. So if you're a cook, you can make these items, and they work just like Mathams. You right-click on them, and they give you extra reputation with the Matham Society. Now, you might notice I can't go in the house here. See, it says your standing is too low. I have to become acquaintance with the Matham Society. So when I do, I'll head in there and show you around. But for right now, because I don't have sufficient standing with the Matham Society, all of the items of the Matham Society are locked. I'm not able to use them. So that's here in Delving. It's up on top of the hill above the Bird and Baby Inn. Just so you're aware. Alright, so let's head on to Tuckborough. I've got a post quest here. So I'll start heading. So Tuckborough is to the southeast of Delving, southeast of Waymeet. It's due south of Hobbiton. And I'll show you that on the map in just a moment. So here's Delving. And we're going, Tuckborough is just east of Delving. So we're going to kind of go past Waymeet. And I'm going through this field here to avoid the nosy hobbits on the road outside of Delving. I could head back over to the road now if I wanted to, but this field is relatively safe. There are some wolves in it, so I'm gonna kind of hug the edge of this field here. But I'm not too concerned. Another thing I noticed is when you're carrying a post satchel or a pie, you get this run speed boost. So I'm actually running a little bit faster. And I believe that this also overrides this continuing swiftness bonus that I have. I think they don't both stack at the same, or they don't stack, which means they don't both work at the same time. So they don't combine. So I'm not running at 125%. I'm pretty sure I'm just running at 120%, like this says right here. I think in other cases, like hunters get a run speed boost. I think they would. I think that might stack with the continuing swiftness, but I'm not sure about that. So here we are in Tuckborough. Postman's over here. So this is the center of Tuckborough right here. Here's Postman Took. And so...
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
So Postman Took wants me to take a satchel to Hobbiton, which is close by. And I will accept that quest, but I'm not going to do it just yet. So, Tuckborough, as you may remember from the books, is the home of the Took family. And it's also where the Great Smeals just is.
Don't you walk off. I need to speak with you.
So there are quite a lot of quests here in Tuckborough. Azelia wants me to find her cousin.
Hello there. Might I speak with you a moment?
Gammer Tunnelly wants me to take a lunch basket to her grandson. Now, as you see, this is a level 12 quest, and her grandson is in Scary, which is all the way over here, and we're over here. So we're not going to head over there yet. So I'm going to take that off my quest log, but we will do it eventually. And there are these other quests here. Talk to Hyacinth Took. That's not for Tuckborough. And collect the yellowed recipe. So those are all things I need to do while I'm here. So this up ahead is the Great Smeals. It's like a big mansion, I suppose. Kind of the ancestral home of the Tooks. And she, I believe...
Don't you turn your back on me!
She has a pie quest. So we'll do that eventually, too. Take that pie to Holly Hornblower. So, we've got two things to deliver to Hobbiton. A pie and a post satchel. And then over here... Here's Hyacinth Took. And this quest isn't currently showing in the quest tracker, but the quest that we have to talk to her is the Lobelia Fireworks quest. Lobelia wants fireworks for her party.
What do you need?
So she made fireworks, and they were stolen. And she wants Lobelia to pay for her to make more. So we have to go tell Lobelia to fork up more money. Yes, I'm going the right way. So I'm heading over here for the Gerbert Mrs. Emile quest. His house is over here. So I'm going to check on him. There are rats in his home. Oh, and they're attacking us. Now, these are swarm creatures, as you can tell from the green frame around their portraits. And if I mouse over them, you can see it says swarm. And I can change into bear form. There we go. That one. Alright, so here is a journal that Gerbert has left. Let's see, can I read the journal? Here it is. Peregrine dared me to hide in one of Longo Burrow's wagons, the ones that head east out of the Shire. He doesn't think I'll do it, but I'll show him. So, he's been missing for a while. We're gonna have to find out what happened to him. It's got a little field here that has been tilled, but I don't see anything growing in it. I don't think that's relevant to the quest, though. I've got a little disease here that one of the rats gave me, which is making me deal less damage. And there are ways to cure diseases. They tend to last for at least a few minutes. But that one's about to expire, so see, it's going to expire on its own in a few seconds. But you'll see things like that pretty often in this game.
How rude!
And so we show her the journal.
I want a word with you.
Pippin the troublemaker. So she wants me to talk with someone else, with Longo. See if Longo has seen him. Longo is up here. No, I'm going the wrong way. Longo is over here. There's Longo.
Mercy me!
He wants me to help him first.
Gracious me, I need your help.
Alright. So he wants me to bring him back a barrel of pipeweed. And that is down there. So, and we'll do that. But not right away. There's still a few other quests here that I haven't picked up. So let's head into the Great Smeals. Alright, so we have some famous tooks here.
Might I have a word with you?
Alright, so she wants me to talk to her cousins. They've stolen something of hers. Provinza. Here's Adelard took.
Oh, woe is me.
So he gave it to someone else, and he won't give it back. So this is the founding writ for the Matham Society.
I'm sure it's a bother, but I could use your help.
And his library is haunted. He thinks it's the old Took, and he wants to try to appease the Took spirit. So, well, we can help him with that. Here's his library. I don't see any ghosts. Oh, and here's that yellowed recipe that Carlo Blagrove wanted. A quest that we picked up quite some time ago. Alright. Let's go talk to Belko Brockhouse about the founding writ, because he's here in town.
Can't a body be left alone?
He says he's got it, and he doesn't mind sending it to the Matham house. But he wants us to help him first.
Might I have a word with you?
So he needs a sack of feed, but from Hobbiton.
Might I speak with you a moment?
He needs us to rescue his pig.
Might I speak with you a moment?
And he needs us to help him repair his fence by gathering stones. Because he has a stone fence. See? It's not made out of wood. It's made out of stone. Alright, so... so we need to get the sack of feed from Hobbiton, and we need to talk to Lobelia Took in Hobbiton. Got a good number of quests here. They don't all fit in the quest tracker. So, since we've got to head up to Hobbiton anyway, I will go grab the spoiled pie. And I'll take this up to Hobbiton. And then while I'm in Hobbiton, I'll talk to Lobelia and get the sack of feed. Alright, and gotta look out for hungry hobbits. I believe there are one or two on the road between Tookland and Hobbiton. Yep, there's one right there. Just can't get too close. Hold around this tree here. There's another player. Back in Hobbiton. Alright, there's a pie for Holly. I think I might bind to the milestone here. It's just a good central location. I may need to come back here sometime soon. Although I do end up bringing pies here a lot. And I believe there's not a milestone in Tuckborough. Not every town of the Shire has a milestone. Alright, so I'll go talk to... Oh, I could just stay on the road. I could go... I'm gonna talk to Lobelia.
How rude!
She's upset about having to even pay for the fireworks, but she did give us the money for it. And Lobelia is fairly wealthy, so I think the idea is that it's considered kind of rude for her to be stingy. Oh, I need the sack of grain, so it's right over here. And now I can't remember if I get the run speed buff for the sack of grain like you do for the others. I am going to use my last Tome of Continuing Swiftness, which I got from these gift boxes here. Alright, so see I'm carrying the sack of grain, just like I was carrying the pies and the post satchels. I might get my thumbnail here. Live on the episode. I'll see if that worked. If it ended up looking good, you'll see it as the thumbnail on this episode. So what I did there is I turned off the UI, and the default key for that is F12. So See, it turns off the whole user interface. And user interface is all of these things, the mini-map, the portrait with your health bar, all the buttons, the chat window. That's all called the user interface, or the UI. And without it, you just see, you know, the image of the game, of what's going on in the world around you. But it would be pretty hard to actually play the game without the user interface, so that's why it's there. And the key to get rid of it exists pretty specifically to take screenshots, or also just to look around if you want to see what something looks like without it. So I think that'll do it for this episode. Thanks for joining me, Niblings. It looks like we'll be in Tuckborough for a bit, so come back next time, and we'll continue doing quests in Tuckborough.